And now to an upheaval in music streaming. Legendary singer-songwriter Neil Young is pulling his music from Spotify because the streaming service continues to give a platform to podcaster Joe Rogan, who has been accused of spreading misinformation about COVID.
It's a completely new kind of vaccine. The idea that people shouldn't be skeptical or nervous about that is kind of hilarious.
Neil Young gave the streaming service an ultimatum. They can have Rogan or Young, not both. He said, "I'm doing this because Spotify is spreading fake information about vaccines, potentially causing death to those who believe the disinformation being spread by them."
Spotify has spoken and it has chosen Joe Rogan over Neil Young.
Rogan has an average of 11 million listeners and a reported $100 million contract.
Rogan has become an American institution.
This is one of their biggest, most profitable entities, and so the idea they were going to side with Neil Young over this was crazy.
Rogan hosts a range of medical experts on his podcast and assures he's not anti-vax. Still, he has appeared to discourage young people from getting the jab.
I don't think that if you're a young, healthy person, that you need it.
He just says he's having a conversation. That's what Joe Rogan will say.
Yeah, but it's a life or death issue. That's why it's in a special category.
Lately, it's just kind of devolved into like one weird COVID conspiracy theorist after the next.
I'm not trying to promote misinformation. I'm not trying to be controversial. I've never tried to do anything with this podcast other than just talk to people and have interesting conversations.
Rogan made Spotify a podcast platform. Getting the Rogan deal was huge for them.
I think the big picture here is whether other artists follow Neil Young, and then it could become a business problem for Spotify.
The singer-songwriter Joni Mitchell has said she'll remove her music in solidarity with Neil Young.
Spotify is responding tonight to a boycott of its streaming platform.
Spotify says it's going to add a content advisory to any podcast episode discussing COVID-19, directing people to expert information on the virus.
Sure, have that on there. I'm very happy with that. My point of doing this is always just to create interesting conversations and ones that I hope people enjoy. So if I'm sorry, and if you enjoy the podcast, thank you.
Well, thanks for watching our program. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and even subscribe.